Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Today we're going to be looking at 3 figures from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie star line. Now, Big Buddy Brad hooked me up with these because I don't have the biggest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection, and a few of the figures I do have are they got some issues, so he decided to hook me up, and I appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at these guys. So, and there's a story behind the Splinter here. I'll get to that. But one figure that I've never had any kind of version of is a Shredder. And, of course, you got to have the main villain. Shredder was pretty cool. I kind of wish they had made his kind of right-hand man guy, maybe some of the kids in the line, and there's no April even, which is crazy. But what do you do? There's enough figures out there to make up for it. But I do love the Ninja Turtle movie. It is a classic. And Nickelodeon, well, I'll be darned. I know that was a thing here with this. Who makes these? Let's see. Playmates? Okay, Playmates, that works. So, and just some scenes from the movie on there. But, as you can see, pretty cool card. Very vintage looking. And even though this is kind of a rehash of the vintage line. So, 40 years of Ninja Turtles. Crazy, isn't it? So, yep, you saw them in the 90s movies, and now you see them in your own hands, so to speak. So, alright, well, enough jibber jabber. Let's take a look at old Shredder here. Now, these figures aren't too expensive. I think they're still like $10, which beats pretty much every other figure. Now, Shredder is a little... I never had the original Shredder figure because I thought he was kind of squatty and weird. I do like how they... So there's absolutely no doubt what Shredder you're buying, which is cool. And he comes with some stuff and things. So he comes with his weapon. It is pretty scary looking. I would be worried if I was going to be hit with this. Definitely a frightening ninja-esque thing. And he comes with, what is this? I guess his little telephone thing here. I don't know. Help me out. What is this? I don't remember. And he also comes with, I thought these were like dumbbells, but I think it's the little ooze canisters, because I think the Shredder is from the Secret of the Ooze. And these were the ooze, which of course we know turned the little turtles into Ninja Turtles. So that is that. And here is Shredder, and he is ready to shred. He is kind of pointy and pokey, but don't worry, he feels very rubbery and not dangerous whatsoever. He has some articulation in his arms. Yeah, not a whole lot. Pretty good articulation in the legs. He's got kind of weird, squatty, like kind of Masters of the Universe kind of legs, which I'm not crazy about. But I also like this Shredder, I think, better than the like shirtless one with the weird helmet and cape. And I'm glad this one is at least supposed to look like the Shredder in the movie. Let's take a good look at his face, which you can't really see. You can see his eyes, and that's fine. That's about all we saw in the movie, but there is Shredder. And next we have the Foot Soldier, which of course is the main baddie kind of minion trooper kind of, generic expendable dude that for the Ninja Turtles to beat up. And again, it's got that little thing on there in case you forget like what version of the foot guy this is. But same card back. I'm not going to bother with the Rash Czar and Tokyo because I don't know, I never liked them, I guess. But Yep, foot soldier, he looks cool. And he comes with some cool stuff. He has a kind of beefy, bendy nunchucks, which is cool. It's kind of comparable to the brown set that Mikey comes with. It's got 2 of them. He comes with 2 throwing stars, which, you know, the same ones that they made back in the day. And I guess this is a sword that's kind of beat up, so you can put the stars down on it, maybe. No. But yeah, that's a weird kind of, doesn't really look too, looks more like a knife sharpener. But here is the Foot Ninja, Foot Clan soldier, foot soldier. And he is about what you would expect. Kind of same articulation as the old school foot soldier. And he's not the same though. It's a little, they're a little different. Because here's the vintage one. And he's more of a green color, kind of more of a sage green. And the mask is a little less defined. This one is gray with kind of more, just, you know, the color, like the little details on his mask, I think pops better on the gray. I think it does. Which one do you like better? This one has some weathered boots for some reason. I don't know if it's just I got him dirty or what. But I don't know, man. I kind of like this one better. And he also, oh, I forgot, he comes with the ooze canister that, you know, you can tell is a ooze canister. It doesn't look like a dumbbell because they actually painted the ooze, or it's a sticker, one or the other. I don't know. But there is the foot soldier. And last but not least, good old Splinter, a mutant ninja rat and mentor to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, again, he has the little sign telling you who he is. Card back is the same. And he comes with some stuff, and let's take a look. And his accessories are more like the ones from back in the day that, you know, they were on this little sprue, whatever, that you'd like kind of peel them off of there and so he could use it. But these new ones, like I pointed out in my last Ninja Turtle video, you got to be really careful with them. They're not quite as sturdy as the vintage ones. And see, look, all I did was pull this out of the package, and like the arrow, I don't know if you could see the stress mark in it, but it almost broke, and I didn't do anything to it. So, but whatever. Splinter really rarely used any of that stuff, so that's fine with me. And he wants to lean back. How do I gotta move his legs a little bit so he can stand up correctly? And he looks cool. Look at his big old rat nose and his kind of Yoda cosplay he's got. Oh boy. Yeah, maybe there we go. Try to use his tail to help him stand up. But he looks cool, and you'll notice he has the correct arm on that he's supposed to have for left and right arm. Like I said, that was something, you know, I don't have a big Ninja Turtle collection. I just kind of get whatever. And the reason dear nephew Brad got me this Splinter is because the Splinter I had, which, you know, also being very different, he's like a darker brown and has a purple robe, so I'm not sure. This is like the vintage one, I don't know. But the problem I had was, if you look, he's got 2 right arms. That's not his left arm. So to correct that problem, good buddy Brad got me a brand new Splinter with the correct limbs that a ninja master is supposed to have. And here they all are, ready to go. Splinter, Shredder, and the Foot Soldier. Which, you know, I just kind of feel like maybe Shredder and Splinter shouldn't be like the same height. Shredder should be a little taller than that, because he looked like he was a pretty big guy in the movie. I could be wrong, but that's the way I remember him anyway. And here they all are with the rest of the gang. So you can see my collection is you know, I don't need every single Ninja Turtle figures. I think, you know, just the core characters and the ones I really like is enough for me. You know, I may pick up another foot soldier or two since these guys are relatively cheap right now. And you can still find them on pegs. They've been in Walmart for a couple years, I want to say. But that doesn't make them any less cool or neat or retro, because they are all the above. And they are definitely tubular and outrageous and rad and radical. But what do you guys think? Did you like this line? Do you care? Are you turtled out? Do you prefer Super 7? Do you like the actual vintage figures? Let me know in the comments. And if you've made it this far, we do appreciate you watching these. We have new content every day, and so me and Big Buddy Brad are going to go throw one back. And until next time, we will see ya.